Welcome to YouTube. It is Charles here, and as you know, on this channel we talk about two things: comic books and action figures. And going into 2026, I've been doing action figures unboxings and reviews every Thursday. Now, for many reasons, that's not something that's financially capable to do brand new action figure unboxings weekly. So we're still going to be getting new action figure unboxings, so to speak, but they're not all going to be brand new action figures. And it's going to be starting off with this segment of what's in the box. You see, when I first started collecting, I would buy action figures that I thought would gain value, that I thought were a great price, that I could flip for multitudes of reasons. And I quickly realized, after collecting boxes of these action figures, that only decreased in value. Some may have gone up, but not enough worth, trying to set up a storefront. And as you can tell, they just collected a lot of dust. And reorganizing, I want to make room for more stuff. So I want to get rid of a lot of these bulky boxes. So I'm going to be doing reviews of a figure that I pick up out of my box. It's going to be random. I don't know what figure I'm going to unbox and review right now, but it'll be kind of a peek at, action figures from the past, my mindset when I got them, what I think about them currently, and we could talk about, advancements in action figure technology and the way that they are manufactured, and it'll be something fun. Tomorrow, I'm still going to be doing my regular Thursday action figure unboxing, but I am putting this video here, this first installment of what's in the box, because my comic book order has been delayed from the holiday. So we're still going to be getting a comic book unboxing this week, but I figure since we're not doing brand new comic books, let's see what's in the box and start off with, what do we have here? So many action figures. I don't know what this is. I'm just going to grab it. I'm going to open it. I'm going to unbox it. Here is one that I got this from Big Lots on sale. It is Aiden English, a.k.a. Matthew Renwall. I believe he is still a commentator with TNA Wrestling, and he does some wrestling on the independent circuit. But I found him and I found Rusev at, actually, I actually have almost the whole line here, except for the Roman Reigns action figure. I have the Nia Jax. I think I also got that one from Big Lots. I have the Ronda Rousey. I have Rusev, Eric Young. Love that action figure. And we got Aiden English. So let's get into it. This is from, what year is this from? 2018. So this has some age on it. And it's been sitting collecting dust for years and years. I really like the packaging around this. I mean, got this extra big window. Pretty bare basic packaging. On the back, it says he is the Shakespeare of song, the Mozart of melody, the Picasso of pain. He is the drama king, and the spotlight is finally on him. And his career highlights: NXT Tag Team Champion. And after NXT, he went on to the main roster where he teamed with Simon Gotch as the Vaudevillains. And then a few years after they broke up, he started teaming with Rusev. And this is the time period that's from. Let's see if I can get this tape off. And like I said, he is no longer with WWE. He has been a TNA commentator for quite a while now. And he's actually very, very good at the job as well. Okay, so the way that I review these action figures is I have a 3A criteria. We're going to talk about the appearance, we're going to talk about the articulation, and we're going to talk about the accessories and judge based on those three criteria. So let's get him out of the box here. Here we go. Comes with a microphone. And we have some shades here. Now, personally, I really like this action figure the way, as far as appearance goes. It is a spot on likeness. And we have, the different accoutrement that he comes with. His shades, the scarf, which is a little bit harder plastic scarf, so it's going to stay on a lot better. And we have the rain jacket. Kind of a flowing robe style jacket. And then the pants are a flat black with a little belt design around the waist. And it looks like him too. As far as wrestling goes, he has a very, especially for this time in the WWE, he had a very individualistic look because he was not the big muscle-bound professional wrestler that was big at the time. He is more of a tall, athletic build. And so they really captured that. It's a great, great face scan here. You can actually see the wrinkles on the forehead. And the beard, usually, beards are usually kind of a trouble spot. And especially nowadays, I noticed that there's a lot of uneven painting on beards for some reason. And that's between Jazwares and Mattel. So really, there's no company that is doing high quality beard work right now on action figures. Just being honest with you, but for appearance, it gets an A. Now articulation, that's going to be where we get to see a bit of a drop off, and where we can talk a little bit of difference about action figures from this era when I first started collecting, and the modern action figure here. And one big key difference that Mattel has made, which I think was made more due to more competition on the market. But let's start at the top here. We have the head on a ball joint. Yep. That round and round motion there from the ball joint. And we go down the shoulders. We have, let's see here, vertical, back and forth movement all the way around. We have a cut on the bicep. And then for the elbows, we have single jointed, pinned elbows. We're going to get back to that in a moment. The wrists go around and round, back and forth, and we have changeable hands that turn into a fist. And then the torso is on a rocker, waist swivel, ball jointed legs, with a cut in the thigh for horizontal movement, pin double jointed knee joints, and what do we have there? We have a cut right above the boot for side to side motion, and the feet go back and forth, a little bit stiff here. Back in these days, they really didn't have great motion on the feet. You get a little side to side, and while you should theoretically be able to go back and forth easier, it's a little bit difficult there. So the articulation is going to get a C. And one reason why is, recently when you get into the elite line of action figures now, all of them come with double jointed elbows. And that is something that they just did not do with the elite line back in 2018. It was all single jointed, so you really couldn't, you could barely get your hands together. You couldn't do a lot of signature poses. Like, I remember when I first got the AJ Styles action figure, and he has the gloves that do this cool thing that when you put them together, it says A1. But as far as you could get his hands, were about right here. And so it looked like just another generic design feature. And that's something that Mattel has corrected now. They used to only put double joints on the Ultimate figures, but now they put double jointed elbows on the Elite figures and the Ultimate. And the Ultimate figures actually have a lot more articulation than that. But that's just where we were in 2018 as far as articulation. And now accessories, like I said, we have a few accessories. We have the soft goods jacket here, long flowing jacket. Now, I will admit that there is some staining on the action figure from the jacket, but I assume that's just because it wasn't meant to sit in a box for 7 years. I've never seen staining on a Mattel figure before, so I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt on that. But it's cool, you know, slides on pretty easily, and it has Velcro on the front, so you can actually close it up there. And this was actually one of the first action figures I bought that had the soft goods entrance jacket. So yeah, jacket goes on fairly easily, and then you can Velcro it. Boom, here we go. And then we have the microphone, of course, because he is known for singing and doing the ring introductions for Rusev. And we have the plastic scarf, which fits securely around the neck so you're not going to lose it, and the shades. I am not a big fan of these shades. They do not fit on the head well. They kind of just sit on the front, and they do not secure. I mean, there are some action figures you'll see that come with shades that have a little hole by the ear or something to hold them in place. Not this though. So the shades are not good, but everything else I really dig. I will give the accessories a B. Overall, I think this figure gets a B plus. Great face scan. The articulation is subpar, but it was standard for 2018. I especially did not like the feet that they were doing back then, but the appearance is top notch. Everything from the hand gesture, they really went all out to capture his essence and his look. And I like the original body mold that they used that made him stand out even more. A very, very good action figure. And to be honest with you, I actually have one that I have unopened that I have on my display right across from me. So this, I do not know what I'm going to do with it. But like I said, that's what I'm doing now is I'm opening these things. I'm getting rid of these bulky boxes. I might just put him permanently behind me here as part of the set decoration. And we're going to have, like I said, with the amount of action figures that I've collected over the years that are now collecting dust, we are going to be able to do action figure unboxings all year. So stay tuned for that. And this has been the first edition of What's in the Box, featuring the 2018 Mattel Elite Aiden English, now known as Matthew Ringwald. So thank you guys. I will see you later. Stay tuned for tomorrow because we're going to be doing a brand new action figure, one that I just got in from the Jazzwares AEW Unlocked line, talking about the Switchblade Jay White. So stay tuned for tomorrow. We're going to be unboxing this, guys. I'll see you next time. Until then, keep collecting them action figures. I'm out.